Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome. Happy Tuesday. Hopefully, you guys are all having a good one. Appreciate that Prime sub there. Hunter Cash and Lambuerto. Thank you guys so much for the subs to get the stream started. Hopefully, y'all are doing well on this lovely Tuesday on planet Earth. We've got some more Pokemon cards to play. The Pokemon TCG. Let's go. We've got Crown Zenith showing up this week, so we'll be able to open that. I also am planning on trying to get a recording situation set up for the Full Grip Games League so that I can start producing content out of some select league matches. Again, I don't know that I'm going to go back to streaming the entire league like I used to, but I do want to create some content out of that. So I am looking to get a new recording area set up. Now, all of this is kind of in flux. Thank you, Kyle, for the Prime sub. Hopefully you're doing well, Kyle. And J Cubed. Let's go. What's up? Thank you. Thank you. Looking to get a recording situation set up since everything's kind of in flux right now because we're going to get the basement of Full Grip. I guess it's not the basement. Basement of where I'm at, relative to where I'm at right now, but the ground level. The ground level of Full Grip. What we refer to casually as the bowling alley because it used to be a bowling alley. It is now just a giant kind of dumping ground for stuff. It is, gone into disrepair, and just, now it's used as a storage area for any of the businesses that rent out of this building. But we're taking that space and we're going to renovate it and turn it into a giant tournament hall. And that will have a specific recording space for me to record, matches at. But so I'm not setting up anything like super permanent, but I will set up some sort of like temporary space so I can start producing content out of league matches because I want to. Yeah, Knife Laugh Love, I think that's what I'm doing, like select post-edited content. Like I'll record, I think it's going to be a situation where like I just have like a feature match every round at League play underneath the camera, and then I pick the best game and produce that in post. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think so. So anyways, I want to give myself the option to do it at the very least, and I won't know kind of how it's going to work out until I start recording. I don't love the idea of doing commentary like after the fact, but like that's also totally fine. It's like just doing reaction content, frankly. It shouldn't be that bad. Something we could do, which would be kind of cool, is if I have like, this is actually kind of an interesting, something interesting I could do is, if there's a match I really like, I could do commentary over the match live so that then you guys can see the match. That'd be kind of like fun. Stacks, and it'd be like a multiple 100-person hall, like more like a 500-person hall. Yeah. Could do that. That could be fun. Right, because the match will be new to you. Yeah, that could be fun. That could be fun. I could see it. Could give us some more content to do here on the stream that's not just PTCGO grinding as well. That's cool. That's cool. No, Icky, it's not going to be a bowling alley anymore. It just used to be a bowling alley. GLC League. We do both GLC and Standard League here at Full Grip Games. So we have both. Some new stuff revealed from Scarlet EX and Violet EX. We've got, let's see, the official Pokemon TCG YouTube channel showed an example of things that might come in a booster box. We've got the return of full art cards, as you can see. So you're likely to get like 4 regular art EXs, a secret rare, which I guess the full arts qualify, and then like 3 art rares, which is pretty cool. We've got a new look at Wiglet and Sandile art rares. We haven't seen these before. These are new. That Sandile is sick, honestly, and so is the Wiglet. But I'm like real stoked about that Sandile. That Sandile is a handsome fella. Look at him. I mean, what a beautiful piece of art. That's just wonderful. I think Rainbow Rares are done, right? I think they're confirmed. Is that true? Someone in the chat can fact check me if that's not accurate. So I started working on my Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke. And it looks like, yes, they are confirmed. Rainbow Rares are confirmed, not in Scarlet and Violet, which is like excellent. I think I updated you guys yesterday, but yeah, I finished my Fire Red Nuzlocke. I started my Emerald Nuzlocke. I wiped at Brawly. I wiped at Brawly. All right, wasn't great. I underestimated that Makuhita, dude. I severely underestimated Makuhita. And it did not go well. And then, so then I think I have a respect for like how difficult some of the gyms are going to be going forward in Emerald version now that I didn't have the first time. Like I said, I've only ever Nuzlocked once before, and it was Fire Red, and I know that game very well because I played Red and Yellow like near infinitely as a kid, but I did not play Gen 3 as a kid, and I only ever played through Emerald one time in my adulthood, and it was on an emulator a couple years ago. So, and, I did it with Natalie's help, and I was not Nuzlocking. So this is my first time ever attempting an Emerald Nuzlocke, so I wiped at Brawly, but now I kind of have like an understanding of like Emerald is harder than Fire Red. That's I think like I had to get that kind of like really jammed into my noggin, so it's gonna be a little bit more difficult. And now I get that. So second run through, I got Marshtomp again, and Dustox I leveled up, and I was able to take on Brawly and beat Brawly thanks to Dustox. Dustox has confusion, and like resist fighting, so that was great. Dustox was a real G in the Brawly fight. So we got through Brawly, and I found Steven in the cave, and I got a Makuhita as my encounter in that cave. I don't know the names of the towns, but I'm on to the next one. I'm past the Brawly. I'm at the Slateport. I'm pretty sure I'm at Slateport. Slateport's a beautiful city. I mean, my goodness, it looks so pretty. Like with the beach and stuff, like, man, it looks fantastic. I'm really excited about Slateport. When I arrived on the beach in Slateport, I was like, wow, this is peak gaming right here. I love the pixel graphics. I love the pixel art. Man, it looks phenomenal. So I'm really excited about that. Just arrived in Slateport with my new team featuring Makuhita, Dustox, Marshtomp. I've got some other random encounters. Like I've got like a Poochyena, but like My Zigzagoon died already. Yeah. Rest in peace, Zigzagoon. Sorry, bud. My oh my god, look at these guys. Ah! Look at him. He's so tuckered out. Man. I can't believe how cute he is. That's crazy. Look at him just sleeping on a hay bale. Man. I love Pokemon, man. I just can't deny it. That's crazy. Let's see, anything else to look at? There's a new Pokemon. Thank goodness. A new Pokemon set on the horizon, celebrating the first 151 Pokemon. The best Pokemon. That's right, chat. Honestly, can't make enough Pokemon TCG sets that pay homage to the first 151 Pokemon. Can't get enough of it. Perfect. They could release a set that contains only the first 151 Pokemon every year for all I care. Because it's the best generation of Pokemon. By far. Not close. That's right. So, thrilled about that. That'll be coming out sometime in like June. I mean, we got a while until that comes out. But 1,000 Pokemon and we circle back to the first 151? Yes, because they're the best. All right. They're just the best. Cool, cool, cool. All right. Oh, yeah, we got these guys. Full art Miriam. I suspect that this card's going to be popular. Yeah. The school nurse. Yeah, that's going to be a... How much do you guys think this card's going to be released on release? On release. If I pull this in my booster box, what do you guys think? Yeah, is definitely a 200. I'm Fernan says I'd give up my home for it. There's a lot of things going on here. Yeah, that's probably a $200 card for sure. Just straight up. The school nurse card? Yeah. Oh, yeah. That. Yep. Checkmate, nerds. Yep. This card's really cool. Love this. The art rare. There's like a hot sauce here. You see the bottle of hot sauce? A little story. And then that's why I knew they were never going to get rid of art rares. The art rares are too good. Look, I mean, you get to tell stories in the cards. It's beautiful. You got Mastibiff. Is that his name? Mabostiff. Oh. Mabostiff. Got it. Not Mastibiff. Mabostiff. How do you guys think you say that name? Mabostiff? Mabostiff. 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 Is it... Mabostiff. Not Mabostiff. 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 That's what I'm thinking in Nergin. And then this one's probably Scavilian. Scovalian? It's probably Scavilian, right? Scovilian? Scovilian. Mabostiff. Maboss. Yeah, there's no real way to... Yeah, that's just got to be it, right? Mabostiff. Yeah. Mabostiff. Anyways, Mabostiff is looking for a sandwich. That's nice. Oh, this is... But it's got IAN, Scavilian. Not Scavillain. It can't be Scavillain because it's Scovilian. Why would it be IA if it's villain? It just wouldn't be, right? It would be AI if it was villain. But it's IA, so that's a typo? Ah, it is a typo. But it looks like there's... It is Scovillain. All right, Poca Beach. Y'all done messed up, Poca Beach. Got me sounding silly. That's whole Scavillain right there. Get it? Is like a villain. Oh, that's cool. Thank you, Kai, for those 2 gifted subs. Let's get some hype going for Kai. Thank you, Kai. I appreciate that. 48 total gifts to the channel. Let's go. Thank you. Thank you, Kai. So. Cool. So we got Scovillain and Mabostiff. See, this is important. And School Nurse Miriam. It's important. You learn something new every day. That's cool. Apparently, there's these guys are going to come in the Elite Trainer box. That's pretty cool. Get some nice art rares. I think in the Pokemon Center ETBs. Neato. Jerkle with the gifted sub. Yo, let's go, chat. Thank you, Jerkle. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you. 4th gifted sub to the channel. Thanks, Jerkle. Now, yesterday's video was fire. I was excited about that. The Ho-Oh video. Yo, Steve Jerkle, we appreciate you. Thank you. The Ho-Oh video went pretty hard. I'm excited about that. And we had a pretty good record with it. 35 games played, 22 wins. I mean, you can't be too upset about that. That's good. Well, we went 22 and 13. That's solid. 22 wins, 13 losses. Yeah. Great. Now you guys know I'm very close. I know, I thought it was PTCGO time, but not quite yet. Grim X Grin with the 5 gifties. Let's go, chat. Let's get it rocking in here for Grim X Grin. Thank you. And thank you so much to all the gifters today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's go, guys. Thank you. We are getting very close to reaching our first ever 200,000 view video. the Kyogre video. We're so close. Look at that. 500 views away. We're so close. The Kyogre 40 energy deck. You know, I had no idea that this was going to be the first video that ever breached 200K. I had no idea. There's no need to remake the Kyogre video. The Kyogre video is perfect. I noticed that it was getting close to 200K, and I went back and kind of just like, I skimmed through it again just to remind myself what was here. This video is nuts. Kaisel says, I think I got the top comment on that video. Let's see. Are you barbershop? This may be your best video yet. Most fun YouTuber I've ever seen. That's sick. Yeah, this is the best video. This is the best video we've created on the channel, I think. Well, because every game is like hilarious. Every single one. And there's like, the video's not too long. It's 30 minutes. There's like 4 games in here. It's just perfect for what it is. You don't remake the classics, all right? Listen, I'm not going to remake Lion King like they did and make it 3D all of a sudden and get Beyonce in there, okay? Lion King was perfect in the 90s, all right? We don't need another one. Thank you, Cacturn Jack, for the sub and the 25 months. Appreciate you, Cacturn Jack. Yeah, you don't need to remake the classics, okay? You know, like some of my... Honestly, I've thought about it with, like, my history videos. Let's see. Because I feel like I could do a better job with these now, but you never do it, you know? Just, it's not worth it. I mean, like, I have better equipment now. I have better microphones now. I have a better tempo with my speech now. I'm better at presenting now. I'm so much better at creating content than I was 2 years ago when I made this.
Released on April 24th, 2000, Team Rocket is the 5th Pokemon trading card game expansion. The set contains 83 cards and introduces a handful of new concepts to the Pokemon trading card game, many of which are still present in the Pokemon TCG today. Team Rocket includes...
See, I sound like I'm reading a book report. You know, and it's because I wrote a script for this. I'm better at that now. And I was reading way too fast. You know, I'm just better now than I used to be. But that's fine. I'm still not going to remake it. It is what it is. It's like it's a snapshot of where I was at the point when we created it.
The first holographic energy, the first holographic trainer, the first secret rare Pokemon card, as well as new gameplay mechanics. Some of these are very fun and others more challenging to play against. The Team Rocket expansion also marks the first time that a prefix is used on a Pokemon card with the debut of Dark Pokemon, using the translation Dark for the English.
Gosh, the pictures and stuff though, I mean, like, you could tell like what my strengths were. I know how to take a picture and how to light a set. Like, I know how to do all of that. The graphics in this are insane. I mean, these cards look incredible.
Seems like the most natural choice amongst the other possibilities.
Like, I feel like we did a real good job with this. Like, like, I know how to do all of that. I always have. That's something that I've been doing since I was a kid.
It'd be pretty epic to own a bad Charizard. The description...
God, that goes so hard. Look at this card.
The Team Rocket set reads, Team Rocket's on the loose. The number of criminal incidents involving Pokemon has been on the rise. Some suggest it may have something to do with the rash of Pokemon kidnappings that have been occurring recently. Pokemon breeders believe that to properly raise and evolve a Pokemon, you have to treat it with love and attention. But what happens if a Pokemon isn't?
So yeah, it took me, I don't know, it took me a little while to like find my presentation voice. For doing stuff. Even if you watch, like, and this is stuff that I think about all the time, so I'm sorry you guys have to go through this, but even watch the introduction. Even 1 year ago, I was speaking too fast.
Hit it.
Yes! Not here, because I'm not like...
Let's go! 250 damage to 2 bench Pokemon.
Not here, but watch.
3.
I'm like a clip too fast.
Oh my gosh, dude. I know. This deck kind of looks like a meme. Even smells like one. And, yeah, sounds like one too. But let me tell you what's not a meme. Kyogre from Celebrations knocking out all your opponent's bench Pokemon, and then Volcarona V finishing off the game with a massive one-hit KO. This deck is way better than it has any right to be, considering it has 40 energy cards in it. I'm stoked to show off the list, but before we check it out, let's head on over to FullGripGames.com. FullGripGames.com is the best place to buy Pokemon trading card games so that you can launch powerful Aqua Storm attacks. For 2 water and a colorless,
it is good.
Discard the top 5 cards of your deck.
But I'm nitpicking
then choose
myself.
2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon. This attack does 50 damage.
What I'm saying is that this is progress, right? If you look at the progress of the channel, this was good compared to where I was. That was very good compared to where I was even longer ago. So, like, that was 1 year ago. Let's look at 2 years ago.
No, what are you doing? Oh, God. What's up, everybody? Andrew Mahone here with Tricky Jim at Full Grip Games. Today, I'm going to be showing off a crazy Maractus.
Why am I talking this fast? What? Someone just needed to tell me to slow down. Like, why am I talking this fast? You know?
Off a crazy Maractus Porygon Z deck. If you were a fan of the Blissey Porygon Z deck, but Blissey rotated and you were upset about that, Maractus is here to take its place. Kind of. Play this deck at your own risk, and beware, this deck can crush dreams. Not only your opponents, but also yours. The main attacker in this deck is Maractus. Maractus, like Blissey, does more damage for the amount of heads you flip. You get to flip a coin.
I'm going to get a speeding ticket. Right. All right. And then look at, like, here we are today. Reggie. However, if they don't get a backup Lugia, we could win. Okay. Here we go. And the Crobat off the top. All right. I have been working for days cooking up the perfect Ho-Oh V deck, and it's finally ready. This deck uses Ho-Oh V's Reviving Flame ability to get 4 Metal Energy into play on the first turn of the game. Then you can use Thornton to switch Ho-Oh V out for Dialga V, evolve into Dialga V-Star, and get the perfect turn 2 Star Chronos attack, which does 220 damage and allows you to take an extra turn right away. It is an absolutely brutal deck, and I know it all sounds too good to be true, but it's not. Let's check it out. This whole deck is built to get Ho-Oh V and 4 basic energy. It's so much better here, right? It's so much better. But that's years of thinking about it consciously, right? It took a long time to get to that point where I don't know why. I mean, it's just like, that's just, I didn't even notice that I was fast back in the day. I mean, honestly, I just needed I didn't even notice that I was speaking way too fast until a producer from Pokemon told me I was. It's about at the time I started working for Top Deck Academy. And I was recording content for Top Deck Academy. And one of the very first things one of the very first things that I had to learn when doing Top Deck Academy was that I was speaking way too fast, right? And I think that that's like a common pit to fall into, is that you think you need to fill every single little pocket of air with your voice in order to sound good. And that's just not the case. You actually sound worse when you try to do that. Yeah, so it just comes with experience and confidence. But even a year ago, I was improving a year ago, but I didn't have my delivery quite down. And I feel like that's something that I'm really excited about with the evolution of the content in with the channel. So yeah, that's cool. But it's fun to be able to look through the years. Man, I did a video. Some of my videos, I look back and I'm like embarrassed because of how fast I'm talking. It looks so unprofessional in my mind. It looks like I'm a high school kid reading a book report who's too nervous or something. That's what I think about with my old content. But it's all good. It's part of the grind. But yeah, I'll never go back and remake those, because they just are what they are. It's part of the history of the channel. What's funny is that when my very first videos, I wasn't speaking too fast. But then as I got to like the middle range in my experience, that's when I was speaking way too fast. It was like at the very beginning, I was like kind of fine. I did a lot of rambling and just having no clear path to where I was talking, but that had its own vibe to it. It was kind of charming. And then when I got to like a mid-tier experience, I was just like, I thought I knew exactly what I was doing, and I was just trying to power through it. And I thought that made for better content. Realized that that's just not the case. So anyways, where are we at now? Yo, that's sick, Machamp King. Nice. Thank you, High Seas. I appreciate that. Is Dragon dead again in Scarlet Violet? No. 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 It's not dead. There might not. Are there no dragon cards? They'll bring them roaring back. That's fine. Listen, let me ask you this. So dragons were only printed in the back half of Sword and Shield. Did dragons not make up for lost time in the back half? They did. They'll probably just have like a dragon-themed set or something. If I'm being honest, I'm okay with them skipping certain types like in sets altogether. make a set like themed or something and kind of go a certain direction with it. And like, I feel like it's kind of limiting to have to include every one of the 12 types in a set, because then you're going to bloat the set with just cards that are meaningless or whatever. First Blossom being printed since 2015. That's pretty cool. Yeah. There's going to be a dragon theme set. Don't you worry. When they actually cancel a Pokemon type, they let you know. Like when fairies were canceled, they let everybody know. What is Baxcalibur? What are you guys talking about? Is that a Pokemon? Is that the Ice Dragon guy? Is that the, that's got to be the Ice Dragon guy, right? Yeah. All right, I remember him. He basically looks like, I know Dragon fans are going to be like, no, he's not. Yeah, Baxcalibur just looks like Duraludon too. Yeah, it's just like Duraludon 2.0 Ice Edition. I'm baiting. No, I'm not baiting. I'm spitting. I'm telling the truth. What can I say? All right, let's look at this guy. Baxcalibur. Okay. This guy. It definitely has got some Godzilla vibes. This is a pretty cool artistic rendition of it. All right, I can get behind this. Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. Oh, I see. This comparison has been made. Yeah. All right, hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. You guys ready? Because I think this looks cool. This looks cool. You know what doesn't look cool? This. 3D sprites make Pokemon look lame. There, I said it. 3D sprites are a terrible direction for the Pokemon franchise. I hate the whole 3D world. Everything looks terrible. This does not look like a cool Pokemon. Not even close. Why? Because it's a 3D looking sprite in a boring 3D looking world. This goes hard. Why? Because it's got nice, beautiful, hand-drawn aesthetic done in the style of Ken Sugimori. Okay? This even goes hard. This is just somebody on DeviantArt. But I'm just saying, the 3D sprites are killing the Pokemon. They don't look good like this. They just don't look good. This thing, I'm not getting fired up to attack with this thing. I don't care. Imagine they put this on a card art, right? This is just not exciting. It's not. So this is why I don't care about Baxcaliburs, because when I played through the game, this was the Baxcalibur experience I got. And I was like, cool, that thing is kind of lame looking. You know, but if I had something that looks like this, then I'd be like, wow, these guys are pretty cool. Wow, they look like they got some heart to them. Okay. You know, I'm feeling it. I see where they're going with this. That's cool. Cool? Not cool. Goes hard, goes soft. Get it? This is why Pokemon cards are the highest form of the Pokemon franchise, straight up. Pokemon cards are just the peak. Pokemon cards are the peak of the Pokemon franchise, straight up. Because they got the best artwork on them. They actually bring the Pokemon to life. They always have. You know, the cards are what... The cards give the Pokemon a more life-filled expression than the games ever could. You think so, Brandon? That's what I've been trying to say. People are like, no. The games look good. No, they don't. 3D is cool. Yeah, the future of the... No, it's not. You haven't been able to prove to me that the Pokemon can look cool in 3D. I have not been proved yet that the Pokemon look cool in 3D. Yeah, the video games make them look soft, like they settled down and work in accounting. Yes. Exactly. And the thing is that Pokemon as a franchise, they are really dialed in to good art. They always have. They always have. That's one of the reasons I fell in love with the Pokemon franchise, is because of the art. I fell in love with the Pokemon franchise because of the art that brings the franchise to life. And they've done some really cool artistic things over the years. I mean, just look at Art Rare cards now. They're still doing a fantastic job with their art direction for the series. I feel like the designs of the Pokemon are creative. I feel like the art that the Pokemon get on the cards is beautiful. Where the Pokemon franchise is failing is in the 3D realm. They are absolutely failing in the 3D realm. They're not doing it any justice. And I think that the transitioning of the Pokemon franchise to 3D just cheapens the franchise. And it makes it look way worse. And the thing is that they had, I'm telling you, dude, when I got to Slateport City, that looked beautiful in pixel art. I just got there. I'm playing through Pokemon Emerald now. I'm doing a Nuzlocke. I just got to Slateport, and the pixel art is charming. It's inviting. It's really cool. And then you use some of your imagination, right? With pixel art. Pixel art combined with the beautiful art on the cards allows you as a player to kind of use your imagination. But the 3D stuff is just like, is soulless. It just is. It all looks terrible. Everything that the Pokemon franchise has tried to do in 3D has been, in my mind, just not great. But anyways, Slateport though, man, arriving on the beach, all the cute little, the cute little rafts, all the umbrellas, man, it's cool. I love it. I don't care. All right, so voice acting, that's another thing. Like, obviously, it'd be dope if they did voice acting, but it is the last thing that I'm worried about. Because, as I said before, I think that there's a more existential threat to the franchise, and that the 3D just makes the Pokemon look bad. There were some really pretty moments in the new Pokemon Snap. That's a good counter argument, but that is a side game and not the main series games. I guess I'm talking about all of the 3D in main series games has been pretty ugly. Except for, I will say, the Galar Mine scene and the Glimwood Tangle scene in Sword are like the two prettiest 3D areas that the Pokemon has ever executed, that the Pokemon franchise has ever executed. Those areas. Yeah. But it's like they haven't been able to put it, and then the sprites just look kind of ugly. It's not, they're not there, right? Yeah, it seems apparent that when different companies get access to the IP, the quality has the potential to improve. Exactly, Adrian. So what we need is Nintendo to just buy up everybody else's share of the Pokemon franchise. That's what we need. I don't know that that's possible, but I think it would be probably the best step. But yeah, if Nintendo just bought out all the rest of Pokemon, that'd probably be pretty sick. Whoever creates the Pokemon, they're doing a great job with it. Whoever creates the stories, they're doing a great job with it. Whoever creates the characters, they're doing a great job with it. Whoever is in charge of producing Pokemon cards, they're doing a fantastic job with it. I actually think the Pokemon is like nailing it in a lot of different categories. They're doing a great job with like their licensing. They're doing a great job with like the moves they're making in popular culture. I think Pokemon is winning on like almost everything except for the video games. That's it. I think Pokemon's doing like a great job with everything except for the video games. Everything else has been like nuts. Dude, I mean, like, look at this cool stuff. This is, all right, I know. It's like, because I don't really know what deck I'm going to play today, so we'll get there eventually, but there's stuff to talk about. All right. Like the Santa Cruz Pokemon. Yeah. Like, bro. Look at this. Like, you know how hard this goes? Like, look at this, dude. So insane. So what happens is that there are like Pokemon skateboard blind bags. It's so cool, man. They just do cool stuff all the time. There's a lot of really cool stuff that's happening with Pokemon, like culturally. All their collabs are on point. Oh, here we go. Look at those, dude. I know I'm biased because I like skateboarding, but this also just goes really hard. Like, that's fire. Pokemon Go was a huge home run for the Pokemon franchise as well. There's a lot that Pokemon's like really a lot that Pokemon's winning with right now. And I don't want to hear anybody in the chat, literally 0 people in the chat, not a single one of you. Don't you dare blame it on the Switch. Don't be like, well, if the Switch is more powerful. No. 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 Well, if the Switch was more like the PlayStation 5. No. The Switch is one of the most successful gaming consoles of all time. What I'm talking about is, and you can even, and the direct counter to that argument is that Nintendo has visually beautiful and stunning. I mean, just look at the difference between Breath of the Wild on the Switch, Animal Crossing on the Switch, Pokemon on the Switch. One of those is not like the other, right? Splatoon 1 and 2 on the Switch. Okay. One of these is not like the others, right? One of these doesn't hold up. One of these doesn't pass the quality. One of these doesn't pass the Nintendo aesthetic quality threshold. Bayonetta on the Switch. Yes. And it's the Pokemon franchise. You can even look at, like I said, Wind Waker on the GameCube. Artistically, a beautiful game, still holds up. You know, you can go and look at games that were developed for weaker consoles, and the artistic direction is still gorgeous and really holds up. But So it's not about the power of the. It's like people who tell me that, oh, well, I don't know, I can't take good pictures because I don't have a good camera. That's not true. You can take good pictures with a pretty low power camera, because taking good pictures is all about composition and lighting, right? You don't actually need like the fanciest camera ever to take good pictures. You just have to know how to take good pictures, and you could take good pictures with a bad camera. Thank you, Jericho, for the Prime sub. Same thing. You can make a beautiful game on a less powerful system. Yes, you can. You just have to know what you're doing. Well, today, phones are more than enough, yes. I mean, like, but a phone in the hands of a professional photographer is going to be a tool that they can use to create just about anything nowadays, except for the only thing that you're limited is with your zoom capabilities, because the phone doesn't have enough space in it to really zoom well. Of course, the Switch is aging. It's like 6. The Switch is at the end of its life cycle. We all know that, Okay, of course it needs, updated. Of course it does. But that's not the existential problem. Yeah, that's not the problem. The problem is that when Pokemon tries to go 3D, it falls flat. That's the problem. Thank you, Jamulin's Rocks, the Prime sub and the 10 months. The problem is that the beauty of the Pokemon franchise is lost in the 3D world. And the developers of the Pokemon games are not successfully translating the franchise to 3D. That's my kind of thesis. Is that it is possible. It is possible. Even the thing is, even if you look at, all right, say something like World of Warcraft, right? World of Warcraft doesn't have like the best graphics ever, but it's charming in its own way. Its 3D is like, its 3D-ness, and World of Warcraft was developed in like 2005, 6. You know what I mean? World of Warcraft is smooth, yes. But what I'm saying is that, like, the graphical detail, it's not like, it's not like God of War, but it's still beautiful in its own way. Even though the game was developed in like 2006, 2007. The game's still beautiful. 2004, I mean, even older than that, yeah. I just remember playing it in 2006. So then, yes, developed in 2004. Right. Nobody cares about the graphics of WoW. The gameplay is good. So that's the thing, is that it doesn't have to be on the most powerful system. It doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be God of War. It just doesn't. I don't even like playing games like God of War. I think they're ugly. That's right. I think God of War is ugly. I don't like it. Not into it. It's like they try too hard to be... those games try too hard to be photorealistic, and it just ends up being kind of awkward. I just don't like that. I don't prefer that style of video game. They try too hard to be like photorealistic and too, I just don't love that art style. I prefer an art style that's more stylized. I prefer that. Personally. I understand a lot of people like God of War. That's fine. But it's not my preferred art style. I don't think that like the peak of gaming is to just be as photorealistic as possible. That's what I don't think that personally. So, yeah. I tried playing God of War once, couldn't get into it. So, it just didn't captivate me. So I don't think like that's like kind of your, but there's an audience for that. There's an audience that like really likes that kind of like, photorealistic, immersion kind of thing. I think it ends up, for me personally, it ends up being a little uncanny and weird. Yeah. For me personally, I prefer something more stylized. It's like saying that like peak art, in order to make the best painting, it has to look exactly like real life. That's just not true, right? And thousands of years of art history have disproved that. So then, are your best painters the ones who make paintings look exactly like real life? There are paintings that do that very successfully, and that was a style for a long time. However, modern art will tell you that a more stylized rendition of reality is probably has more expression in it. than something that simply tries to recreate reality, right? Because a photograph can just recreate reality. So now if we're painting, right, we no longer try to recreate reality with painting because photographs just do that. So now painters, artists try to make something a little bit more stylized, something a little bit more expressionistic. And you can do more and you can make things feel more expressionistic if you depart from reality a little bit, which is something that I think that's what I prefer. Yo, what's up, Danny? How you doing? What deck we playing today, guys? We had our Dialga-Ho-Oh deck. That was fun. Oh, I know. Graphics obsession's been going on for decades. I know. But I just don't. I think there's a lot of people who agree and who kind of feel the same way that I do, that graphics don't matter. It's about the art direction. That's all that matters in my mind. And that you can have beautiful art direction with pixel graphics. You can have beautiful art direction with cel-shaded graphics. You can have beautiful art direction with 2D illustrated graphics. Yes, and the quality of the gameplay. The game needs to feel good to play. At its heart and soul, the game needs to feel good to play. It needs to feel good to move your character around. It needs to feel good. That's what I read this article. I know I talk about it all the time, where it's like a Zelda game is as good as it feels to swing Link's sword. So, like the game, if it's fun to swing Link's sword, the game's going to be good because it just feels good to play. It feels good to swing that sword. You could go around, like when I'm playing a Zelda game, I don't know about you guys, but I just be cutting down the grass and picking up the rupees. Why? Because it feels good to do. It's just fun. I just, hiya! And just you're swinging the thing around, you're cutting the grass. Like that's not like the most important part of the game, but you love to do it because it's fun. I know exactly what deck we're building today, actually. I thought about it. It's time for this guy. As often as you like during your turn, you may move a fighting energy from one of your other Pokemon to this Pokemon. Yes. It's just the perfect day for it. For Zapdos Arcanine. I don't like this. Yeah, 5-ban. 5-ban is hit and miss. They got some hitters and they got some missers. The pink Arcanine, I don't like the full arts though. I just don't. Okay. What are their hits? The one that I always come back to is Rayquaza. This, in my mind, is one of the best looking Rayquaza cards ever printed. It's just a solid card. Looks good. It's difficult to make Rayquaza look cool. So yeah, like I said, they have hits and they have misses. This is a hit. That looks good. For a regular art Rayquaza, that's good. Doesn't need to be any, you know what I mean? Like that looks better than this. That's also 5-ban, but yeah, that's good. See, this one's illustrated by somebody, but I don't like this one nearly as much as I like this one. I think this one looks way better. This one's nice. I like this one. I think this one's ugly. I think this one's kind of, yeah, awkward. I don't love it. But this one, that's a good solid Ray right there. Anyways, back to the Arcanine deck. We know we got scoop up nets in it. We know we got fighting energy. Okay. 30 more damage for each fighting. So 3, 6, 9, 12. So you're doing 210 for 4. It's not a lot. Okay. But we can do it on turn 1. You don't need Gutsy Pickaxe because you just use Zapdos. That's all you need to do. Quick Ball. Should we play... Probably Quartz. Seems good. Crobat. Probably Shoes. Probably. Oh, yeah. Some energy searches. I really liked having the Mew engine. All right, let's that's fine. We'll do the gold trainers and the min rarity Pokemon. That's fine. Yeah, you're gonna play like you're just gonna play like 2 Drapion. For sure. Experience share. Jirachi V. Holy smokes. Does this card only come in full art? Oh, Sealstone for sure. Yeah, good call. Boss's orders. Play Serena. Oh, Greninja. Yeah, good call. Yeah. Love that with the scoop up nets. It's really good. I think you like really want to open Zapdos or Mew. Okay. Let you guys see how much space we got. Battle VIP Pass. I don't want Battle VIP Pass because you want to be able to play the Zapdos out of the hand. And you don't really want Ultra Ball. Now we got to figure out what our supporter engine is going to be in this deck. You probably want like capes. Just make your guys really stupid big. Stone Energy? You think Stone Energy stinks? I could see like 2. Is there anything cool you can do if you like... Is there anything cool you can do with Thornton? All right, is there anything cool we can do with Thornton? Oh, into Thornton. We could play like a thin Aerodactyl line in here. You could play a thin Aerodactyl line. Then you'd have to play some Ultra Balls. Yeah, we're probably going back to the Force Seal Stone's good. Don't do Aerodactyl. You want to go second with this deck, but Aerodactyl is something to do if you go first. Isn't it nice to have options? Oh, but I guess you should get to go second every single time. Is it really a deck you want to go second with? Why would you choose to go second? I mean, yeah, you can get a turn 1 donk for sure, but yeah, I think you need some balloons because you want to use your scoop up nets on Zapdos. I think Aerodactyl is just like a good... I think Aerodactyl is a really good option to have. You're going to increase your win percentage by a ton just having that option in the deck. I think. Yeah, it's just like a really, really good card, right? If you go first, just Ancient Star, you're like, okay. And then with the air balloons, you can pivot out. All right, what are our other fighting guys? Let's look at all the fighting Pokemon V. You've got Colossal VMAX. You've got Conkeldurr. Remember this guy? A Galarian Surfetch is not bad. Because Galarian Surfetch can move all the... If you have like a damaged Arcanine, you can move all the energy to Surfetched. But he only attacks... Yeah, no, never mind. That's fine. Yo. 50 more damage for each prize card you have taken. So if you've taken 4 prize, that's not enough damage, my man. We already knock out Miltank's easy. Don't need to worry about that. Nope. Cool on that. Lycanroc. Machamp. Urshifu VMAX. Rhyhorn. Sandaconda. Stonejourner. Ursaluna. Holy smokes. Okay. I think Arcanine's just the best one. These are the two best fighting Pokemon in the game right now. The two best fighting attackers in the game. By far. So, that's fine. Aerodactyl and Arcanine. Got to play Ultra Balls. We're playing Aerodactyl. There's no point in playing Thornton. I do think Energy Retrieval is good, especially if I'm playing Ultra Balls. I'm going to want that. You want to be able to get, like, our supporters were probably just... Probably just, like, Marnieing and... Oh, Arcanine shuts off our own ability? No, it's your opponent's Pokemon V, not ours. Can we realistically beat a Lost Box deck? Yeah, I think like 4 research, yeah. I don't think... we realistically beat a Lost Box deck, right? I mean, you start attacking quickly. I think your best bet's probably to just like Marnie and judge them. Arcanine needs 4 energy to attack. We're never attacking turn 1. Well, hold on. Hold on. I believe we can do it. Hey, you just get Zapdos down with a couple of energy. And then you move the energy up with... That's the game plan anyways. Yeah, I do think you want Drapion. We want, like, bosses and stuff. I think I'm kind of into Eldegoss now. Okay, we're almost there. What I got? 4 Judge, 4 Marnie. You don't need that many. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't need that many draw supporters for sure. I'm thinking like 4 Judge. Yeah. Just judge them every turn and knock them out. Like, that's just what we're trying to do here, right? Judge them, knock them out. I do think Luminian's cool. Eldegoss is cool. I mean, we got like a very explosive engine with Crobat. We're probably discarding supporters. I do like a third balloon since we want to use our scoop up nets on Zapdoses. Yeah. Or like just like an actual like 2 copies of Switch. I do think we want like actually just 2 Switch. I feel like I'm never going to want to play Serena. Escape Rope is good for the turn 1, you know, attack. If I want to like bring somebody up and knock it out. That seems really good. I think we can play like less supporter cards. Yeah. Yeah, I think we do want like a couple of ropes. The stone, yeah, probably the stone, right? The ropes are good because you want to be able to like bring up. I'm really feeling like you could just be a 4-judge deck, but two research. We're gonna get to the bottom of our deck really fast, so I don't think that you even really need research. But judge, all right, you might want to, yeah, because when you're going for it, I do think it's probably a split between research and judge. Because when you're like going for the turn 1 attack, you want to just have like a big hand. Espeon for Lost Zone. Espeon VMAX? Energy Recycler is not a bad idea. Oh, we need Drapions in here. Yeah, that's what. There. Never losing to Mew. Yeah, the 2 Drapion just so we don't lose to Mew. Losing to Mew stinks, dude. Come on. Y'all know that. And then, like, the stone. You could play what? The thing is, what does this do? Yo, what if we Earthen Sealstone? That's terrible. All right, I'll do this. Yeah, this is cracked. I think we're going to decide pretty quickly that we need more energy, but it's cool. We'll figure it out. I don't have any energy retrievals. I think we want like 2. We have the training courts, though. It's cool, man. You don't need the pickaxe. The problem is really, yeah, we kind of have to play the Aerodactyl, though. All right. So that way you have like a 50-50 Lugia matchup. I could see no shoes. Because we're not playing like yeah. And you're gonna go. Yeah. No shoes. We actually just want retrievals like like there we go. That's more switch cards. Like we want to be able to Mew more. We don't need to shoes because we don't need to get things into the discard pile. We just need to be able to Mew more. So like more switches. That seems good. I think it's 2 retrieval and a 13th energy. Okay. Actually, I really want a 14th energy, but that's fine. All right. Clara does seem cool. I mean, you could go because we have Eldegoss. So but we want to be able to we could put boss to 1 because you can bring boss back with Eldegoss. How often are we? We might be able to get like the early turn 1 boss though if we play 2. Yeah, Clara seems kind of insane. I like the idea of a Clara. One. Just with Eldegoss, you can bring it back. Lady. Sheesh. Okay. The only way we'll know is when, we have to get into it. That's the only way we're going to figure it out. So. My favorite potato dish? Man. It's a tough question. Yes. I mean, my favorite food is tacos, so maybe just potato tacos. God, hash browns are so good. Like the kind you get from like a brunch place, not like a McDonald's hash brown, like a maybe like, I mean, poutine is insane. Did I pick the wrong deck? I did, didn't I? It's cool. We'll give this one a try. No. Well, let's see what the matchup is first. Before I just go and concede. Nacho fries from Taco Bell are kind of insane. I'm going second, so that's like unfortunate, but best potato. It's definitely the best potato meal has to be fried. No, not a baked potato. I ain't about that life. All right, I think we can beat the Blissey deck. I'm going to play this out. I think so. Wait, I don't think I have a way to deal with Miltank, though. So never mind. We'll just concede. Mashed potato. All right, so that's the X factor, is mashed potatoes. No, that was the wrong deck, Danny. That was the wrong deck. Wrong deck. I accidentally rolled with an Arcanine, I accidentally rolled that game with my Aerodactyl deck. The other A. I was confused by the A and the brown deck box. So that was just a quad Aerodactyl deck, was all that was. Mashed potatoes might just be mashed potatoes with gravy might be. All right, I'm gonna ship that in. The best potato dish is mashed potatoes with gravy. That's it. Can't beat it. Yeah, this deck is broken, guys. What in the world? I'm up against Lugia V-Star. Up against Lugia V-Star with our Turbo Hisuian Arcanine V deck. They're going first, and they have Lugia in the active. Now, Lugia resists fighting by 30, so I think I need like 6 energy on this thing in order to, yeah, take a knockout on turn 1. So that's a lot to ask. But we'll see what we can do. They are getting out of backup Lugia, so that's tough. Let's see what we can do. We got 2 Zapdos in the hand. Quick ball away the Zapdos. And I mean, we have Aerodactyl, but the odds of them not getting the turn 2 V-Star are like almost non-existent. So I think that we're just not going with that strategy at all. So let's see how many Escape Rope. We got 3 in the deck. It's a pretty good number. You can get that, Air Balloon to it, and quick ball away the energy, get Crobats. This is where we're going. We'll see if it buffs out. It did not buff out. It did not. Holy smokes, this is bad. All right, that's fine. We're going to quick ball away Ultra Ball. And put down this guy. Concealed cards. There's Training Courts. Training Courts. And I can put 1 Zapdos down. I have to put that one down just to put it down. And research. Okay. So then we Irresistible Force up 1. And Energy Search. And Escape Rope. And Mysterious Tail. Scoop Up Net. We've got Scoop Up Net, this guy. Put him back down with 2 more energy. And then Irresistible Force. That's pretty cool. And then if I could force Seal Stone for like 2 energy somehow, I mean, we'd have 5. All right, I'm going to concede this one. We were kind of close. All right. I do feel like we need... I felt very confident that we were going to be able to get the... We could have gotten the turn 2 Arcanine if we went... Or the Aerodactyl if we went first. I do think that we need... Like, just probably a little bit more energy. And... Yeah, we're looking like, you know, it's like this, you know. Drapion. I feel like we only need one Drapion. Yeah, because we can go second against Mew and get the turn 1 knockouts with Arcanine. And then turn 2 we go Drapion, turn 3 we can go Arcanine. So that's fine. Broken. I feel like we want Luminion and Lady. Holy smokes. I feel like you just play more energy, right? Yeah. I think 15 energy and like 3 energy search. What if our supporter is Judge and 4 Lady? That's, I mean, it's a possibility. I'm not totally opposed to the Lady situation, but we're going to try this again. We have Clara. It's a recovery card. Okay. Arcanine. I mean, we've already got 2 energy in the opening hand, so that's great. Nice. We're up against Mew VMAX with our Hisuian Arcanine deck, and they have nothing. So all I have to do is knock this out. All right, that's it. This is what our deck is built to do, baby. This is it. Quick ball away the Drapion. Go get Crobats. Quick ball away Eldegoss. Go get Radiant Greninja. And we're drawing 6. Let's go. Okay. We've got Training Courts and Forest Seal Stone. So let's Irresistible Force. Yeah, both of those. Forest Seal Stone. Scoop up nets. The Zapdos. Ultra Ball away these. Actually, it's not the Zapdos that I needed to scoop up, but that's fine. All right, we're going to get Mew down. Okay. Mew, we actually just have to bench that again. All right, Star Alchemy. And we need Research. If there was a Capacious Bucket for fighting, we'd have it, but that's fine. Wait. You're telling me with 16 energy? All right, hold on. Or just at least one Lady. All right. I could have Seal Stone for 1 fighting, but I need 2. I need 2. Yeah, I could have done that. I just assumed that we'd see some. All right. Wait, servers are going offline? No. No. All right, let me get one more good game in. God, we have so many outs to energy in here. And I think we have to take the Goss out for the Luminian. If we cut the Muse seemed good. Not paying you haters for that one. That one didn't count. It was a fluke. Dang, dude. The server's really going offline. What am I supposed to do? Pokestop? All right. Yeah, there's no way they got it now. All right, we're up against a Dialga deck. Cool. I see. Emerald Nuzza, I don't have my don't have it. Okay. Let's. Okay, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Let's energy search. Quick ball away boss's orders. Go get Mew. Yeah. Okay. Put down the Mew, escape rope. Actually, yeah, escape rope. Scoop up net the Zapdos. Put that down. And research. Oh yeah, baby. You're done. Irresistible force. Oh yeah, dude. This goes hard for sure. And look at that. And then we can. This is crazy, bro. Scoop up net Zapdos. Crobat for... This is it. This is it. Look at that. It's crazy, man. Mysterious Tail. I can do whatever I want. I have unlimited power. Okay. And I've got my V-Star, but I don't even need it. All right, retreat into this guy. Irresistible Force. That's crazy. 210. Oh, I guess I do need that extra one. All right, Irresistible Force. Okay. Yeah, 5 minutes. Plenty of time. Let's go. 240 damage. Turn 1. That's pretty solid. And then we've still got our Forest Seal Stone. So we can go get whatever we need out of our deck. I got to be careful about my scoop up nets. We only got so many of those. But this is pretty sick. They're going to bench another Dialga. Do you honestly think that Dialga is going to make it out alive? You know better than that. Yeah, definitely not. That Dialga is toast. I've got a V-Star power for my boss's orders. Just go get it. I could even set up Aerodactyls. Really no points. We've got Quick Balls. We can get another Crobat or Luminion. We're already doing 240 damage here. Just absolute insanity. I can start building up a second Arcanine because we don't need to do more than 240 if we're just aggroing on their main attackers before they get to evolve into V-Stars. And it doesn't matter. You never overload the amount of energy you need because you can always just Irresistible Force your energy away. GG's. All right, that's it. Speed run this next one. Come on. We got it. This is why research is just good. Bail you out of a pretty rough-looking hand. Dang it, man. If you boo shake, I'm upset. But so long as I get one turn of abilities, we're fine. I also have Escape Ropes in the deck, so it's possible I can push this out of the way. I guess Crown Zenith is coming this week, huh? When's Crown Zenith going to be legal on TCGO? Does anyone know? Friday. Cool. That sounds fun. Are there any good cards in Crown Zenith? I mean, there's like the Mewtwo and the Zamazenta and the Kyogre for Gym Leader Challenge, but is there anything for like standard? Radiant Eternatus, that's right. You guys want to knock out this Slowbro? Momentarily. Not yet. Oh, holy moly. That's what you get for playing 16 energy in your deck. Dang, man. So sad. Just like that, our client offline. Man. Thank you, Count the Money, for the Prime sub in the 17 months. Man. That's a buzzkill. Let's look at the Crown Zenith card list. Let's think about. Why are there so many people in my chat saying the L word? Don't you guys know this is the year of peace? Isn't the whole set list here somewhere? Crown Zenith. We got Galarian V Max. Okay. Here it is. Thank you, Brandon. We got some. Okay. Okay. We've got. Man, there's so much text, not enough pictures. Anybody got any pictures? I'm looking for like a. That's a healthy amount of pictures here. You know, this, I look at this, and this gives me a headache just looking at all these words. The visuals, fantastic. See? All right, here we go. That's good. Okay, thank you. That's great. I'm pretty sure Poke Beach has a full list, too. Let's see. Azili out here with the, thank you. See this? Yeah, it's exactly what I need right here. All right, cool. Yeah, that's great. Because then it's like, all right, here's all the cards in Crown Zenith, and then if I want to read them, I can. Fantastic. So in Crown Zenith, we got a Bellossom card. That's cool. We got a Leafeon V-Star. Okay. We got this guy, the Shiny Charizard. It's cool. It's been called the most beautiful set ever printed. That's because he's in there. All right, Pokemon promos. Yeah, that link didn't. Not super helpful. Yeah, it's definitely because he's in here. He's bringing the uptick of the uptick of the art. Most definitely. It's a nice looking seal you got there. It's a nice looking whale. yeah. Kyogre. This Kyogre is insane. All right, so we get these cards this week. Yeah, that's nuts. Sheesh. My God. Crazy. Okay. Oh, look at him. Wow. He's got a really big underbite. He's got a... Why are crocodiles so ornery? It's because they got all those teeth and no toothbrush. Peaceful Park. That's where I'm at right now. Mama said. For the sake of humor, is there a rule box Pokemon so bad you would legalize it in GLC? Mama said that. All right. I mean, obviously, in kitchen table format, you know, when it's just you and your buddies, you know, hanging out, playing cards, you know, do whatever you want. Obviously, rules exist so that people across different languages and from different areas in the world can all play a unified game together, even if they can't, you know, communicate verbally. They can communicate by playing the game, you know? So rules exist so that if I show up at a, you know, at a Gym Leader Challenge tournament in North Carolina, I'll be able to compete with a legal deck, right? So rules exist for, you know, for that kind of stuff. If you're playing at home, do whatever you want, really. You want to put an Eevee in your deck, knock yourself out. What, am I going to come knock on your door and stop you? No, of course not. Just know that if you go to a tournament, you know, or if you go to a side event at a regional championships, you got to follow the rules. Of course. I've had some funny ideas. Like, I think, you know, obviously, I won't ever implement them, but I have ideas about Gym Leader Challenge, of course, and like, oh, what if this, what if that? With the rules for Gym Leader Challenge format, simple is always better. Simple is always better, and I attribute a lot of the success of Gym Leader Challenge to the simplicity of the rules. Something that I think about sometimes is like, you know, how something I think about is like, what if you legalized all fairy type GX Pokemon? Would it be able to compete, right? Or would it be too broken? I don't know, honestly. They'd probably be too broken. I think it'd just be too broken. Yeah, Guardian, Sylveon, GX. But that's like, these are ideas and thoughts that I have, right? No, I'm not going to do it. But that's kind of funny, right? Because fairy is like such a Fairy is at such a disadvantage that you could almost allow rule box fairy cards. It's too broken. Obviously, I would never do it. And then the other thing that I think about sometimes with Gym Leader Challenge, like, what if you allowed, like, how would the format change if every deck was allowed one like guest star card, right? If every Gym Leader Challenge deck could play one off-type Pokemon, I'll never do that, but I think about it sometimes. You know, obviously, because I like thinking. So, no, I'll never do it. We'll never do it. But every JLC deck would probably play Let Loose, right? That's something, but it's something that has crossed my mind. But we'll never do it. No, one single guest star card. One. Not a line. One guest star card. Like, so every deck could play the one Eevee, you know, if they wanted to, or every deck could play. The rule would be so basically so that you could play, you know, bench barrier Mew in whatever deck you wanted, right? No, never rule box. Rule box, never rule box. No, 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 no. Yes, no. Never that. Oh, and then that's another thing. But then, like, Vikavolt Amazing Raikou would also be broken, right? That's something that I thought about. So, like, that would just be incredibly oppressive. But then on the flip side, every deck would have access to, you know, Mew from Unbroken Bonds. So, like, but that's something that, you know, I think about it sometimes. Probably not ever. Sure, I'll pay out the believers. I agree that it would be less fun if you allowed a guest star, which is why we won't do it. But it's thoughts that I've had. Of course, because you gotta think, you gotta think thoughts, gotta have ideas. Yes, of course. Nubunga, that's exactly what we're doing. Yes. Stay in the course. Of course, of course, of course. That's exactly what we're going to do. But of course, I've had thoughts, you know, about different, like, we did do a major change to Gym Leader Challenge once. I mean, we started with Gym Leader Challenge when it started. Ancient trait Pokemon were not legal, you know? So there was one major change in the history of GLC, but that's it, really. Any cards in consideration for ban? Not currently. There's always cards that are kind of like you just, you know, you're watching. But I would say there's not any cards that are actually being considered right now. No. But you're always looking at the most powerful cards. Yeah. I'd say right now right now things feel really good. I would say. Having just from looking at what's on my glasses. my my clip-on shades. Yeah, that's what they are. All right. Oh, let's see. I'm just going to go through and look at other cards in Crown Zenith. I don't know that I've actually fully comprehended all of them, and we get these on Friday, so let's do it. We got Blossom. Blossom's got the flower spin attack. Flip 3 coins, 80 damage for each heads. All right, before I do this, though, I'm going to go take a quick break. But then when I get back, I'm going to look at all the Crown Zenith cards. Be right back. Agree. If we all just agree to never say the L word ever again, maybe it's like, maybe it'll just go away. You guys think about that? Like you might be able to just, it's kind of like the boogeyman, It's kind of like Voldemort. You never say it, it's like Sauron, we just need to ignore it for a while. Like forever, actually. And then eventually, it won't be able to hurt us, right? Oh, that's where that is. Okay. That's where that goes, right there. Right. Cool. Okay. Here we go. Crown Zenith set list. Let's take a look. We got Blossom, flip 3 coins, 80 damage for each heads. And then switch this Pokemon with one of your benched Pokemon. That's kind of cool. A little hit and run. We got Tangrowth. Yanmega. Carnivine. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now burned and poisoned. Leafeon, Zarude. This Zarude has got Drag Off. Yep. Brings up a new Pokemon. And Calyrex has got the King's Instructions. You search your deck for up to 2 cards and put them into your hand. Interesting little setup attack and does 30 damage. Entei has got the Explosive Heat Dash ability. If it's got any fire on it, no retreat cost. I think this card is actually quite good for like cubes, limited formats, things like that. I mean, with the 3 colorless attack costs, the power level of the card is relatively balanced. Well, balance is all relative. For my cube, this card is relatively balanced. So this is a card that I'm considering putting in there. And with the colorless attack costs, you know, this is a cube draft card. It's a really interesting cube draft card because of the colorless attack costs, you know. So that's cool. Simisear V has been out for a while, and yeah, it's not seeing any play. It's got the bursting power attack. Attach up to 2 basic energy from your hand to your Pokemon in any way you like. Too slow for this format. Way too slow. And then Flare Juggling. Yeah. And then we got Simisear V-Star. Fireball Fever, 40 damage. And then you can discard up to 5 cards on the top of your deck. 40 more damage for each card you discarded. Oh. So what? If you discard, you can do 240 if you discard the top 5 cards of your deck. That's asking a lot. And then Ember Star does 30 damage times the amount of energy cards in your discard pile. Got it. Cool. So if you have 10 energy in your discard pile, you're doing 300 damage. Cool. Volcarona. Volcanion. There are so many good fire-type Volcanions in Gym Leader Challenge formats. It'd be hard to replace them. 80 damage, and if it has any water energy attached to it, does 80 more. But that is a good attack. So something that fire-type Gym Leader Challenge decks don't have is attackers that do a lot of damage. That's just something they don't have. This attacker does 160, so it's not terrible, actually. You know, it's a unique effect, yeah. It's like White Kyurem for the water deck, but fire. That's cool. Salazzle. That is not a very good Salazzle, unfortunately. Find it. Searches your deck for an item card and puts it in your hand. Found it. More fat Wailords. They do a lot of damage. But this is probably the 3rd best Wailord in Gym Leader Challenge, so not great. This Wailmer is quite good, though. Yeah, this is probably the optimal Wailmer. 120 hit points. Retreat cost of 3. It's heavy ball searchable. 70 for 3 is fine. Yeah, this just might be the best Wailmer. It's also handsome. I mean, look at that smile. Look at that. He's taking a yearbook picture for sure. That one's good. This Kyogre is obviously insane for Gym Leader Challenge formats. It's got the dynamic wave attack. 180 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Which is, I mean, that's just enough to knock out any support Pokemon in Gym Leader Challenge. Whether it's Rillaboom, Venusaur, Charizard, Gallade. Like literally any support Pokemon. Colossal, Blastoise, whatever you want to knock out, you can knock it out. You need 4 water energy though, and you have to place 3 of them into your hand. So you can get punished if you use this attack, then your opponent knocks out your support Pokemon, Blastoise, right? Because you're probably going to be using Blastoise or Frostmoth to power this thing up. So if you're doing that and then you use this attack to nuke something on your opponent's side of the board, then if they gust up and knock out your support Pokemon, then then you're having a tough time. I think this card is really cool, though. That's definitely just... It's just such a high power level attack. But the thing about water decks is that it's all usually balanced in the context of the water decks because this takes 4 energy to power. So it's like you have to have the Frostmoth or the Blastoise set up and, you know, in order to use this thing. 140 hit points, also solid. Kyogre V, 230 HP. He's got the dual splash attack, 50 damage to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon for water and 2 colorless. And then Aqua Typhoon, just 210. Can't attack next turn. Can't use Aqua Typhoon next turn. Glaceon V, Frost Charge. Yeah, those kinds of attacks just historically just not good in the Pokemon TCG right now. 2 Shinx. That is a very cute Shinx. Rapid Strike Shinx. For Gym Leader Challenge reasons, I don't think that you're ever going to see, you know, a Shinx better than this Shinx. That's just probably going to be the best Shinx ever for a long, long time. I can't really fathom them printing a better Shinx. Or a better Luxio. This is probably also just going to be the best Luxio for a long, long time. So, yeah. But Luxrays, that's the thing, is like you have really insane Shinx and you have a really insane Luxio, but Luxrays, there's like a lot of different Luxrays to choose from in Gym Leader Challenge formats. You've got this one. You've got this one. And my personal favorites, this one. This Luxio does 30 damage snipe. That's kind of cool. It is interesting. And this Luxio does 90 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon with a tool attached. That's interesting. Then the new, let's see. Oh, we have a reprint. Wow, there's a whole 222 line of Luxray in the set. Corey Games, thank you for the sub and the 41 months. All right, you got the Rapid Strike one reprint, and then this one with the Explosiveness ability, which reads, if this Pokemon's in your hand when you're setting up to play, you may play it face down as your active Pokemon. I actually think that this card could very well see play in standard format at some point. You know, its predecessor Talonflame from Ancient Origins, Steam Siege did see play in a World Championship finalist deck. Cody Walensky with Greninja Break played Talonflame as, kind of the deck's engine. A famous single prize deck in the history of the Pokemon TCG 2016 World Championships. So Luxray obviously is going to remind us a lot of that card, because Talonflame you could just start, and then Arrow Blitz, allowed you to get any 2 cards from your deck and put them into your hand. This is not quite as powerful as Arrow Blitz, but it does allow you to get 2 trainers from your deck and put them into your hand. Also, Lightning is Lightning is a strong attacking type because it can hit for weakness. So that's something that you're not really considering, about Talonflame. Talonflame's never hitting for weakness. Lightning can hit for weakness. So that 50 could be 100. It could be, 160. So, could actually do some significant damage. That's pretty cool. And then in Gym Leader Challenge format, you could only play 1, but if you start it, It's kind of cracked. We got the Rotom V-Star. People in my YouTube comments keep asking me to build a Rotom deck. Some of y'all here on Twitch also requesting that we build a Rotom deck. I don't think there's any hope for Rotom, man. I really don't. All right, Rotom V-Star's got the Scrap Pulse attack for 2 lightning, 80 damage, plus put any number of tool cards from your discard pile in the lost zone, 40 more damage. It's just no. Rotom TCG says, that's me, baby. I know you love Rotom, but it's just bad cards are bad. You hate to say it. Nah, it's just bad cards are bad. 250 hit points. It's just not. No. Nothing. Discarding number cards from your hand and draw them. It's terrible. Nope. It's just bad cards are bad, guys. Really, it's unfortunate for your Rotom fans, but I couldn't even get. The only decks you're going to be beating with Rotom are probably decks that play Hop in them. That's, probably. Emolga is super cute. Free retreats, but there are other better Emolgas. This is the Ad Hoc Shock one. Okay, cool. Murtog says Rotom V slaps. No. Rotom TCG's got faith. All right, Rotom TCG. I love being proved wrong. So. I welcome all challengers to make a busted Rotom deck. Go ahead. Beat Lugia V-Star with it. Beat Mew V-Max with it. Beat Lost Box with it. Beat Reggie's with it. No. Definitely not. Heliolisk, 150 damage. Yeah, it's not great. 50 to itself. They're just better attackers in the lightning pool. Radiant Charge-a-Bug. I do love this dude. Shocking Block. Whenever a player attaches an energy from their hand to their Pokemon V, put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon. Oh, he's fun. Not great, but fun. Sure, Lugia is weak to lightning, but they have Dunsparce, and Lugia decks typically only attack with 1 Lugia, and then they're going to throw an Yveltal at you. Then they're going to throw a Charizard at you. Yeah, it's just not. It's not great. That was a very handsome Charge-a-Bug. He's going to look great in my binder, and never see the light of day with competitive play. But that's okay. Not everybody's built for competitive play, you know? Like this Zeraora. Or Zeraora VMAX. Or Zeraora V-Star. Yeah, none of these cards are meant to go in your deck. Unfortunately. That's okay. These cards are going to look real nice in your binder. Yeah, it's going to look real nice in your binder, for sure. Now, we are getting that lightning type tool card, item card. We're getting all... Lightning's my favorite type of Pokemon, okay? It's my favorite type. You guys know how much I used to play Pikarom? I played a lot of Pikarom. This ain't no Pikarom, all right? This ain't no Team Up Zapdos. I'm not a hater. If you think I'm a hater for calling this card bad, you might be delusional. Maybe delusional a little bit. No, I got to keep it 100. Got to tell you how it is. Lightning's my favorite type. But these are not good lightning cards. This card, like maybe I'll give you this card. Yeah, this card's cool. Victor says tier 2 deck when the item card. I don't think that your bulk Lightning V cards turn into tier 2 decks when the new item comes out. Maybe they go to like you could play them. I think they go up to like Rayquaza VMAX Flaffy tier. Yeah, thank you, King Jester, for the 11 months. Yeah, they go up to like Rayquaza VMAX, Flaffy Rayquaza VMAX tier. They'll be like maybe there. Also, this V-Star attack, bro, just Manaphy. Yeah, you could just play Miraidon and Ampharos EX. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Yeah, Dubious, yeah, you got it. Yeah. We're talking about Crown Zenith right now, but then also I'm sprinkling a little post-rotation format as well. Because, why not? Because lightning cards just get a lot better post-rotation with the new item card that come out. All right, this Pincurchin. It's got a call for family. $20 damage times the amount of energy attached to all your Pokemon. It's an interesting attack. So if you got a Psychic deck that can flood the board with energy, Gardevoir EX. You're probably never attacking with Executor, but you could. This Mewtwo's insane in Gym Leader Challenge formats. 90 plus 90 if your opponent has 3 or fewer prize cards remaining. And with the Psy Pump attack, you get to attach up to 2 Psychic Energy from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon. So this card is good to open, and it's good to close. And this is why Gym Leader Challenge is awesome. Because this is just a cool, well-designed card. And it's going to be... This card's going to have a presence, man. This card's going to have a presence in Gym Leader Challenge for sure. Psychic as a Gym Leader Challenge type... if you talk about like the main attackers for Psychic right now, the ones that see the most play, you've got like Necrozma caps out at 160. You've got the Giratina caps out at 130. It's a very popular one. You've got why can't I remember Golurk's name? Yeah. Okay. Golurk caps out at 160. 190 if you get all the way to the Megaton Fall. But that's like that's an expensive attack. But for the most part, you're vibing right around 160 with Reinforced Punch. You can reach for the Megaton Fall for 190, especially if you have a Dimension Valley in play. Right? It's one of the best stadium cards in Gym Leader Challenge formats. Then Glade. 160. What I'm trying to say here is a lot of the most popular attackers in Psychic are like right there at that 160 number. 130 to 160. Dragapult is 130, 120. Dragapult's 120. So you don't really have anybody who consistently hits like 180. So Mewtwo being able to fill that niche, going to 180 with 3 prize cards or less remaining on your opponent's side is really good. Also, just having some utility if you happen to open Mewtwo, that's something about, you know, attackers that is really valuable. If you've got one of your like attackers that you can open with and then actually do something useful like Psypump, and Psypump doesn't just attach energy to itself. You can attach those energy to one of your Pokemon. So you could use it to get more energy on a bench Pokemon before you set up Malamar or something. I think that's like a really, really solid card. Another art on Mew V. Lunatone. The Hatterene V and Hatterene V Max. Yeah. Once during a turn, 2 damage counts from one of your Pokemon to your opponent's active Pokemon. All right. So he does a little trickery. Moving damage counters. And then G-Max might 150 damage. Opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. You know, is that going to be a game-changing strategy? Probably not. Not one of your Pokemon to your opponent's active Pokemon. Yeah, not a big believer in that. But I guess, yeah. No. If you have the same number of cards in your hand, your opponent has 70 more damage. All right. Lycanroc. 240 damage for 2. 80 less damage for each energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. Sad. This is an insane Absol artwork. Whoa. You know, it's not great, but it's cool, though. That card looks slick. He's nice. Yeah, he's a grumpy-looking dude. Skrelp. All right, all you Dark Poison Gym Leader Challenge fans out there. Rocket Poison. Your opponent's active Pokemon's poisoned if this Pokemon evolved from Skrelp. This turn is 8 damage counters between turns. It's pretty cool. Another Assault Gate Hoopa. Basic 80 more damage. It's crazy. Lairon, Aggron. 180 for 4. Bisharp. Zashi and Battle Legion. It's okay. You know, a 1 energy punch for metal decks. I feel like this card's better if you're playing, like maybe if you're playing Berserker in your metal deck to do more damage. If your opponent has 5 bench Pokemon, you're doing 70 for 1. You can knock out little guys like, you know, Squirtles and Bulbasaurs and stuff. Zacian V. If it's a V max, it does 160 more damage. It's kind of pointless because you'll do 260 to a V max, but it doesn't actually one-hit KO a V max. So you could do 260 if you have like the tool attached to it that makes Zacian do more damage. You could do 290 And then with Hawlucha Radiant in play, you're doing 320. All right. Sure. If you, for some reason, need to slay VMAXs real good, and only do that, then you could get Zacian up to those numbers. Yo, Zacian V-Star? I don't even think I knew about this guy. All right. Break Edge, 200 damage, not affected by weakness, resistance, or any other effects. All right. Miltank, Slayer. And then Sword Star, 310. 30 damage to itself. That's kind of cool. All right. He's a tanky dude. Okay. This card's insane for Gym Leader Challenge formats. Just revenges for 220. Takes 30 less damage from attacks with its ability. This card is just an absolute GLC unit. Yeah, this thing's a GLC king for sure. Then we got Zamazenta V-Star. Giggity Impact. 220 damage, can't attack next turn. Star Shield. During your opponent's next turn, all your Pokemon take 100 less damage from opponent's attacks. And then it's the Revenge, discard, draw 5, Regal Stance, Zamazenta V. Radiant Eternatus. The first Dragon-type Radiant Pokemon, I believe. 200 damage with Power Beam for a Fire, Darkness, and Colorless is like pretty respectable. I mean, that's very respectable for damage output. And then Climatic Gate, obviously, when you play this card from your hand to your bench, you search your deck for up to 2 Pokemon VMAX and put them onto your bench. Shuffle your deck, end your turn. So this guy, obviously extremely powerful going first. Because if you go first, you could just get it out, slam it down, go get 2 Pokemon VMAX into play. If you're going second, it's, you know, a little bit more not good. Yeah, a little bit less good if you're going second. Because you give your opponent a free chance to take a smack at your nice, juicy 3-prize Pokemon VMAX. So I think this card's going to be cool. This card's definitely going to give us content for, you know, listen, we need content. We need cool new stuff to try out. So I'm excited to give it a spin, see what kind of Pokemon VMAX we can just get into play. I think, obviously, the big one is Duraludon VMAX, because the weakest thing about Duraludon is having to bench Duraludon Vs. But then, if you just can skip the whole benching Duraludon V thing and just go straight for Duraludon VMAX, then you're in a much stronger board state. So, something to think about. Adrena Tackle, 180 damage. If this Pokemon has no damage counters on it, the attack fails. That's interesting. It's like a backup Snorlax for your colorless Gym Leader Challenge deck, but you would have to like build your deck around being able to place damage counters on the Pokemon, so probably not worth it. Oh. Man. Ito might have the best job in the world. Just knitting Pokemon, taking cute pictures, and yeah, Ito may have the best job in the world for sure. They make some incredible knit Pokemon cards. I know, it is not a good card, but that's okay. It's not here to be good. It's got 160 hit points. That's a lot of HP, okay? It's a lot. The Regigigas V-Star, 300 HP, 230 damage for 3, and then its V-Star power can only be used if your opponent has 1 prize card remaining and you discard one of your opponent's bench Pokemon and all cards attached to it. Okay. He's big. Another Stoutland, the same one. Different artwork. Cool. If your opponent's active move to the bench, that's a strangely specific attack clause. Greedent, Dubwool, Crushing Hammer, Digging Duo. Flip a coin. If heads, look at the top 8 cards from the bottom of your deck. If tails, look at the 3 bottom cards of your deck. And choose 1 card to put into your hand. That's a funny one. Friends in Hisui, Friends in Sinnoh, Great Ball, Hop, Leon, Lost Sweeper, the Raihan, Signature, Supporter, Sky Sealing Stone. Attach this tool to one of your Pokemon V. You can use the V-Star power. During this turn, when damage from the attack of your basic Pokemon V knocks out your opponent's active Pokemon V-Star or V-Max, take an additional prize card. I think that's way too specific. Okay. Yeah, you could put it on Drapion V. It's like super situational, though. Like really, really situational. You have to be knocking out Vs or V-Stars. You have to be knocking out V-Stars or V-Maxes. It has to be on a basic Pokemon V. Yeah. I'm not a believer in this. Nah. I'm a hater. Good for Lost Box, I guess, but you have to have it. Like, in your hand. Sure, like, you have to have it, though. There has to be no hand disruption. Raihan. All right, I guess. That just seems so... It seems so situational. But I guess, like, on your Lost Box, if you're playing... You know, putting that on a Raikou or something in your Lost Box deck, I guess. Knock out a Lugia with it. Yeah, you could play Raikou, Zapdos, and Drapion in Lost Box. Yeah, okay. All right. Okay. I guess so. And I guess the argument is in Lost Box, there's no better Pokemon, you know, V-Star ability to use, so. Fine. All right, in Lost Box. This card will see play in Lost Box. I think that's fine. Sure. Fine. I guess. I'll let it stand. I know nobody's forcing me to play it, but I accept that it will see play. And that it'll be good in Lost Box decks. These are really nice looking cards. All right. Let's do a poll. Who are these? The friends in Sinnoh? Or the friends in Hisui? Which team are you? This is a tough one. I'm going to remain an unbiased third party and let you guys know where I stand after the voting is complete. I don't want to sway it. Sheesh, I don't even know. I really don't know where I stand right now on this. I think I do. But man, it's close. This one, man, the Friends in Sinnoh is the one with Cynthia. And the Friends in Hisui is the one with Irida. This one is the Friends in Hisui. This one's the Friends in Sinnoh. Do these look like the Friends in Hisui to you? Do these look like the Friends in Hisui to you? Come on, use your brain. My Pokemon lore is really bad. Come on, that's Cynthia up there, okay? You can at least... Cynthia's been around for a long time. Hisui has not. All right, and the results of the poll... Friends in Sinnoh won this election by a lot. And I have to say, that is the team I was on. I was Team Friends in Sinnoh. Cynthia, Dawn, Volkner. Oh, yeah. This card looks beautiful. I absolutely love it. Something about, I don't like Adaman's face. What's Adaman doing over here? Is he about to eat a leaf? You know? Come on. Like, what is he doing with the leaf? Are you gonna eat it? You gonna eat the leaf? Adaman literally is eating the leaf. Now these guys, yeah, this is the gang over here. They're going to go catch some Pokemon. That's what they're going to do. See? I know exactly what these guys are up to. They getting ready to go out on the boardwalk. Sunset. Looks like they're getting ready to go out on the town. Have some fun. Cynthia and Volkner, like, oh, you kids. Oh, you little rascals. Hey, don't get into too much trouble. Barry's like, we won't get into too much trouble, Cynthia. Don't you worry. Yeah, that card. This card, eating leaves. Okay. We're just eating leaves. Why? This art tells more of a story. And I just like it compositionally. This is a pretty card. Don't get me wrong. But I'm definitely team Friends in Sinnoh. Now, these characters are all really cool. They are. But if I have to pick one, it's going to be Teams in Sinnoh. Or our friends in Sinnoh. Whatever. Rowan. All right, who put in Rowan as their favorite full art research? Is there anybody in the chat? Is there anybody here who's like, that's my research right there? Anybody who's like, that's my favorite research? Captain Jeff says me, 100% a Sinnoh simp. All right. There we go. There had to be someone. I like the Rowan's not bad. Rowan looks determined. You know, focused on drawing you a fantastic 7 cards. And then Volo, yeah, discard in your... Dude, are we getting the silver texturized secret rare energies? No way. Are we getting these? There's no way they're going to look as good. All right, now do you think... There's no way they're going to... And their yellow border. Oh, good God. All right, I'll keep my Japanese ones. Yeah. Yeah, it's... let's see what we got. Oh, leaky deakies. Ew, they look gross. Oh, man. Yellow border defenders, you can't even, realistically, you can't. This has got to shut it all down. There's no defending that. Straight up. Just... Pikachu. That's a cool artwork. I like that. And then we're getting all of these. Oh, yeah, all these insane alt arts from the V-Star Universe set. Yo, he's cool. Wow. Yeah. Oh, this is awesome. I didn't realize we're getting all of these. I guess it makes sense, yeah. Okay. Wow, he's cool. The new best Drapion artwork is got to be this Drapion. All the supporters. Wow. Melanie might have the best full art supporter in the set. All right. Best full art supporter in the set. We're going to take a good hard look. First up, Adaman and Friends. Sharon's Care, featuring Lipard. Colress, featuring Cheeseburger. And some Pokeballs. What kind of ball is this? I see Great Ball. I see Pokeball. What's this? Is it a heavy ball? I guess so, but the lighting on it's funny. I think it is. Yeah, because typically the top is a lot darker. But yeah, it's a heavy ball. A heavy ball with like the lighting is playing tricks on us. Yeah. Okay, cool. That's a cool card though. A lot of little Easter eggs in here. You know, you got potion, you got the balls. Got his little bag and his cup with his burger. It's fun. Cynthia. I love this supporter. This one's great. It's great. It's different. Yeah, this is like usually with full art supporters you get, you know, closer compositions. This one being like further away, I love it. I mean, it's beautiful. And I mean, she's a total girl boss here. I mean, like, obviously Cynthia's a girl boss, but like here, like exuding insane amounts of girl boss energy. Like, dude, the pantsuit with the cape, I mean, just absolutely slaying. Zelia, her face doesn't look funny. She is contemplating. Have some respect. She's just contemplating, bro. That's it. Looks fantastic. She thinking hard about something. Gardenia. This is a really cool expressive piece. I like that. Do you notice how, like I said earlier in the stream, photorealism does not always mean better? No. When you're talking about art, you're not like... Sometimes you can tell more about how something feels by abstracting things. Yeah. And that's exactly what we got going on here. You're really brought into this piece, and this piece like shows you how it feels to be gardenia in the forest or in the garden watering plants. It like really kind of sets a vibe. I think that this is a beautiful piece. Gorgeous. The lighting is fantastic. You can see like the rays of light, like very subtle, coming through the trees. That's not just the hollow sheen. That's like light rays kind of put in by the artist. You can tell like right here, up here. Yeah, it's gorgeous. That's a gorgeous piece right there. This piece is really fun. You got Grant, who is a climber, and he's gathering. I knew what these were called. They're pears. Are they? All right. Citrus berries. I was going to say, which nerd in the chat? Icehawk, you got it. All right, thank you. Citrus berries. Liger Storm, you also passed the test. All right. Got you. Caught you red-handed. That's my nerdometer right there. Yep. It's just my nerd litmus test. I'm just kidding. Love you guys. All right, so citrus berries. Climbing. That's sweet. getting the berries for the little guys down there. Tyrunt and the other one. Yeah, starts with an A. Tyrunt and Aurora something or another. Yeah, right? Auroras? Amora? That's how it's like something like that. Yeah. It might be Amara. Yeah. There's 1,000 Pokemon now, okay? You really can't be expected to know all of these. Come on now. We got Irida featuring an ultimate Chad profile of shirtless ice guy. Thank you, Dan Man, with the Prime sub. Ingo or Emmett back here. Old lady. Yeah, the Chad side profile of ice guy is really carrying this art for sure. I'm getting word it's Ingo. And then Melanie cooking up some brunchy. That's what I'm saying. Dude. Melanie, this is a whole feast right here. You got Ice Cube. You got a little Snom. I think this is just a dish that looks like Snom. Look, she ain't cooking up the Snom. Snom right there. It's just a dish that looks like Snom, guys. Come on. It's just decorated to look like Snom. She ain't eating the Snom. Why would you eat a bug? You wouldn't. Come on. It's just a Snom looking dish. But it's beautiful. All right, so here's... You want to get all artsy fart about this, okay? What's really great about this picture is its composition. You've got Melanie in the center, and the fact that the face here is framed by the flipping pancake and the pan, and then also the pancakes. It's actually framed by two pans, the pan and the pancake. And the motion in the picture carries naturally from the pancakes down to the ice cube. Then you follow the food right here. Even this little whisk thing is pointing you upwards. The motion is kept in the frame, coming down through the pancakes. Ice Cube's nose points you right over here to the food, and you follow this all the way up to the pan. And the pan, where's it going? Right back down to Melanie's face. Beautiful composition. Absolutely gorgeous. And then when you look deeper into the picture, you get rewarded. You get rewarded by digging deeper into the picture. You get to look in the background. You find this cute little Snom here. You see some nice artwork hanging on the wall. This is a beautiful piece of art. An absolute home run. Misaki absolutely killed this one. Yeah, that's gorgeous. The look is fantastic. Looks excited and welcoming. I mean, it's just a home run. There's still more. All right, we've got Raihan. This one's fun. Raihan, the superstar, signing Pokeballs. That's pretty cool. Love that. Oh, and the fact that the little girl is wearing a Raihan hoodie as well is super neat. You got the red carpet treatment going on. This also says a lot about, Raihan's, it's really cool because he's obviously like a stud, right? He's like he's popular gym trainer. But Raihan is kneeling down to the level of the little fan, taking time to greet her, sign her Pokeball. She looks so excited. It's nice. It's a really nice artwork. Love that. Again, the motion in the composition, you've got these everybody holding out like pictures, wanting them to be signed or whatever, and you kind of have the motion of them coming and arcing into the background all the way around to the girl's face, and the girl is fixated right there on Raihan. Raihan with the ball in that moment, kind of like the God reaching his hand down to Adam right there. You got that little artistic trope happening right there. You didn't think I'd notice? Was that on the Sistine Chapel, I think? Oh, yeah. There you go. Happening right there, that moment of passing off the Pokeball to the girl. Boom. Beautiful. Roxanne. Yeah, I'm thinking it's God and Adam painting, right? Yeah, dude. Anytime this moment happens in art, like that may or may not have been intentional, but anytime you got hands that are almost touching, it's like you can almost always bring it back to this. The most famous moment in art history of two hands almost touching. No, it's not a stretch. Every artist knows about this. Every single one. And whether it's intentional or not, it doesn't matter if it's intentional. The fact is it's there, right? Yeah, you see, it's like, and then he's got the power in the situation. She's the one receiving the thing. It's like, yeah, you know, it's not crazy. You guys just don't have art degrees. You don't know. Listen, if you've ever been in an art history class or an art appreciation class, all you do is talk about how art refers to other art. That's all you do. All you do in art classes is you look at art and you're like, oh yeah, that's kind of like how this. And it kind of is a reference to this, and then you kind of got some things that are kind of like that. Yeah. It doesn't matter if the artist intended that to happen. The fact is you can talk about that, though, as someone with an art education. And you could talk about the power relationship between Raihan and the girl, gifting the ball to the girl, their hands kind of coming together in this central moment. The hands are like connecting in the center of the thing, just like God and Adam in the Sistine Chapel. Yeah. I'm just saying. It's like, yeah. That's just art appreciation for you right there. I'm just getting you guys a little edumacated is all. That's our history. You take our history, you start seeing stuff like that everywhere, dude. Everywhere. All art doesn't come from a vacuum. It comes from all art. I mean, art pretty much always references other art. Pretty much always. And then we got Roxanne. I don't love this style of this card. I respect it, but personally not my favorite. You know, it's kind of cute. It's cute, but it's not my preferred style. I think there's just generally less going on in this full art than there are in some of the other ones. Like, you look at a full art like this, there's a whole story here. There's a lot happening. Here, Roxanne just is like, well, what are you doing? You're just staring up at some fossils. You know, there's just like, there's less going on. So this one, less going on, less dynamic, kind of like a weird angle. Like, why are we looking up? You know, not in love with that. This one, though, yeah, this one. All right. So after all of that, what do you guys think is your favorite full art in the sets? The favorite full art supporter in the sets? Let's do it this way. We're going to do 2 polls. We're going to do a poll of the dudes. Adaman, Sharon, Colress, Grant, Raihan. And you got a minute. 2 minutes. You got 2 minutes. All right. We're doing dudes first. Favorite. Colress is a dude, right? Come on. Right? Sorry if I misgendered Colress, but I'm pretty sure Colress is a dude. I always thought anyways. Yeah, all right. Colress a dude. Now, you can make the argument that all humans are dudes because if you ever saw the movie Good Burger, then you know that I'm a dude, she's a dude, he's a dude, we're all dudes. Hey, and I take that very seriously, where all people are dudes. So, I grew up on that. Dude is not a gendered term, if you ask me. Everybody can be a dude. Absolutely. Yeah. I call my wife dude. All the time. Dude's just a way of life. How many dudes have I dated? I'm married to one. My 8-year-old daughter started calling our friends bro. That's because people could be bros too. All right, Raihan wins by a lot. Raihan winning the dude off. All right. Now it's time for the female dudes. Let's go. We got Cynthia. Oh. Who is your favorite full art? We got Cynthia. We got Gardenia. Irida. Melanie. And Roxanne. Who was in second place there? I'm pretty sure Sharon was in second place, right? 2 minutes. Did I forget one? Oh, Elisa. Hold on. Oh, there's Cynthia. Or someone up here, right? That's fine. We'll have a vote off. We'll have a vote off. Just vote between these, and then we'll add in Elisa's. I'll give Elisa Sparkle a pass to the next round. Vote on these. All right, vote. There's only enough room for all of these. Vote on these. We'll add Elisa. Elisa gets a bye. All right. Into the next round. Oh, I forgot about Professor Rowan, too. Dang, there's a little... We're in a dead heat between Melanie and Cynthia. Good God. Oh, I did forget about all these. Volo, Research. You guys weren't voting for either of those. We'll add Elisa in, though. And you got... Let's be perfectly honest. Rowan and Volo weren't winning. Elisa will get a bye into the next round. That's fine. We're in a dead heat. Melanie with 28 votes. Cynthia with 32 votes. It was always going to come down to these two. Can Melanie catch back up? Cynthia is a fan favorite, always has been, and has taken the win. All right, Cynthia wins the female dude off. By 1 vote. That is a razor-thin margin. All right, now we're trying to... Now we're putting everybody together. All right, favorites, Crown, Zenith. We got Cynthia. We got Melanie. We got Alicia. How do you spell Elisa's? Alessa's? I'm going to look it up. It's really a shame. I can't work on the poll. It's Alessa. All right, I can see it. Excellent. Alessa. Cynthia, Melanie, Alessa, Raihan, and Sharon. This is it. This is for all the marbles, chat. 3 minutes. Your favorite full art supporter from Crown Zenith. You've got the lovely Cynthia and Gastrodon walking through the ruins of Sinnoh. Sharon's Care with Lipard walking down a path. Nice sunbeam blasting through. You can see that lens flare right there. You've got Raihan signing the Pokeball. Melanie cooking some lovely brekkie. Wow, just look at this feast. And then, can't forget Elisa Sparkle just sitting down, actually. Elisa is just taking a seat. I'm pretty sure Elisa is on a merry-go-round. I think that's what we're looking at, but you can barely tell. I think if you look in the background carefully, you can see that it looks like Elisa is high up in the air. Not a merry-go-round, a Ferris wheel. Excuse me. Ferris wheel. Yeah. You could tell that Elisa's high up in the air. And there appears to be a Charizard-themed roller coaster over here. But yeah, that's basically it. And Elisa, not looking like she's having a great time, honestly. Just kind of looks bored almost, if you ask me. We've got Melanie. Wow! In the last vote, Melanie lost to Cynthia by just 1 vote. And now, Melanie pulling away with it. 44 votes to 27. Last time we voted, Cynthia won by 1 vote. Now, Melanie's dominating. It's got to be the food, right? Man. I'm just saying, I knew my chat had great taste. That's right. And Melanie takes a decisive victory. The best Crown Zenith full art supporter, Melanie. Yeah, Melanie, I agree. You may or may not know, I have an art degree, so I have to say, I think chat was correct. Yeah. Chat picked the best full art supporter by far. Beautiful. I mean, the composition's great. The art's great. It's super warm, welcoming, inviting. Just a great card. Love it. If I were to rank them, honestly, I think it's Melanie. I think you guys were hating on Colress. I think Colress might be like number 2. Honestly. Colress is insane. This card is really cool. It's cool. It's unique. The lighting's good. There's a lot of like eye candy to kind of in the picture. Yeah, I think that Colress is a very solid card. What do you know? I picked both food ones. I like Melanie and I like Colress. The burger is unique, though. It's like, this is real. This is real, man. If you ever had an office job, you got a cheeseburger in one hand and you clicking around on the computer with the other. This is just real life, man. Yeah, I think I'm Melanie 1, Colress 2. Cynthia 3. Gardenia 4. Raihan 5. So, like, those are my top 5. Yeah, I think maybe Gardenia 3. I could see Colress, then I think my bias towards Cynthia being girl boss is like, I think it's like the girl boss bias is putting, like, I actually think I like this artwork better, but the girl boss bias is so hard to overcome objectively, you know? It really is. Like, it's so difficult. I can't even, you know? The Gardenia one's really unique, though. I like that one a lot. So is this one. They're all unique. This is incredibly unique. You don't have a full art supporter in your collection that looks anything like this. You don't have a full art supporter in your collection that looks anything like this. And you probably don't have a full art supporter in your collection that looks anything like that. So I think I'm going 1, 2, 3. I'll go 4 and 5. Okay, that's my list. Cynthia all the way down to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah. The Cynthia one in some ways is actually a little boring. But it's also beautiful and contemplative. So there's depth to it. It's good. It's good. I'm going to stick to my list. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah. It's a beautiful card. It is. It is. But all these other ones are absolutely nuts. I'm not a big fan of the Sharon card. I'm just like, what's he doing? It looks like he just posing for a senior picture or something. Like, what is he doing? I don't know. Here, I know what he's doing. He's got a story. He's got a story to tell. Story to tell. Story to tell. What is the story? Sharon just power posing, Okay. But anyways, that's about it for the content today. Short stream. We have maintenance on ptcgo, so I feel like we found a lot to talk about to fill the time, but we'll be back tomorrow with some more gameplay. We'll do that. And, yeah, we'll get back to our Hisuian Arcanine V deck tomorrow, all right? We've got a very exciting couple of weeks coming up. We've got Crown Zenith opening on Thursday. We got Crown Zenith on PTCGO on Friday. We've got Scarlet and Violet EX showing up early next week. There's a lot. There's a lot of exciting stuff on the horizon, so I'm not going to worry too much about stretching the stream out today when the client's down and we've got, we've got really, really cool stuff coming up in a couple of days. So I'm going to work on some other stuff here around the studio. You guys take it easy and have a great day, all right? I'll be back tomorrow with some more Hisuian Arcanine V. We're going to break that Hisuian Arcanine deck. We are. All right. Oh, nice. Tord's doing a Scarlet and Violet review. I was going to say, what's Tord's doing? All right. Go say hi to Tord. See you.